Hey lads, welcome back to another game of chess. This is day 148 of my series to get to 2k on chess.com. Somebody a few videos ago on YouTube said, wow, this guy is the same rating as he was 100 days ago. And I'm going to try to improve from that. I know my rating has been the same for a while, and we're going to try to climb to 1700 here. We're very close. This looks like a very fun game. We're playing against Manoj from India, and he has played this very strange looking move. This looks very good for me. Is he going to do this? What's his plan here? Okay, right now he's attacking this pawn because it's not defended here. I think I will just push this. I could have gone f3 maybe. Maybe I need to go queen d2. If he takes, we take. If he takes, we take. And d2 also protects my bishop. Awkward position. Maybe I should have gone e3 again this game. But it's okay. My queen's in a very good square here. I like this. And he doesn't have this knight on f6 to defend his position. What's he thinking about? Maybe he's considering whether he should take this knight. If he doesn't, maybe I'll just go here and here. Not entirely sure, but I do need to develop my pieces. So I think going here with the bishop seems very logical. Knight out here seems logical, but also maybe putting the knight here. He wants to take here, and if I recapture this way, then his queen is into the action. But maybe if he takes here, I recapture this way and go after this pawn. Seems pretty good. And I can also think of this move. So if he captures, and I capture with queen, my bishop's... No, I don't know. I think I wanna play my knight to e2 to defend this knight. But before I do that, I need to get my bishop out, because if my knight's here, my bishop's blocked. So we're gonna put the bishop on d3 first. And hopefully we can put the knight here. If he captures here, we take with queen. Now we can't take with queen. But maybe we can flick in this move. Now he's doubled down on this attack though, so maybe the knight belongs on f3. Let's put the knight on f3 and forget about this. We can double these pawns, that's fine. Having a pawn on c3 actually is fairly strong. It stops the knight coming to these squares, and he's castled. That looks very good for me. Okay. Do we have a bishop sack? This is called a Trojan bishop, or a Trojan horse type of thing. You just give them the piece. If he takes, we have a check here. If he goes back, or back this way, queen behind here, setting up a checkmate. Guys, I gotta go for it. I mean, it just looks really fun. It's probably wrong. Oh dear. We gotta go for it though. I am very surprised to see the castle there, but this just looks fun. Don't judge me. Don't roast me in the comments. This is why we play chess, for these kinds of ideas. these very enjoyable moments. If he goes back, queen here. And how is he stopping the checkmate? I don't know. If he comes forwards, queen here. And how is he stopping this checkmate? You see this idea? Oh, I guess he can. He can just go straight here. Maybe pawn now? Or we can... No, we can't move this one. Right now he's threatening to take my knight, so I have to defend it. We can't defend with the knight, which would be ideal, so I think we have to go pawn here. Let's try this. I'm worried about this move, but then we have a check. And he can't go backwards. A check would force, if he goes here, a check would force him here. And then that just picks up a free queen because we check with the queen and hit his queen with our knight. I'm honestly really glad I just sacked my bishop like this. This was fun. His king is not having a happy day. He's not having a happy time here. And he's burning his clock. And I still have used more time than he has. I always feel like I use way less time. Right, how do we finish this guy off? I think the pawn move is what we're going for. If we just move this pawn up, he can't come here because of the queen. He can't go back because of the knight. So his only move is here, setting up this attack on his queen. I mean, he's in big trouble. I think my position is winning. I think it's completely winning. I don't think any other move worked other than this, but I didn't realize how powerful this pawn could be. Moving the pawn was my main goal, was just to protect this knight. But giving the knight up and just going after the king is really nice. And if I ever lose the pawn, then the h-file's open. And he can't move back. And he can't take here because this is basically checkmate. And he's giving away his queen if he does. Now, if he does take here, maybe we take back with pawn. Because if I take with queen, then he has this square and he can get away. But then maybe I do a rook lift. But if we take with pawn, the rook holds all the squares. And the queen holds all the squares. I don't know. Maybe we're looking for move here or something. Then he might come forwards, take the pawn, check with the next pawn, and these are cut off, these are cut, these are cut. So he would be forced onto this square. Interesting. That has to be wrong. Got to get rid of all my markings. Okay, so he's attacking my queen. He used a lot of time there. I think we have to go with the check. So check, he only has one move, is here. This is a double check. And he can't come here. But he'd have three moves. He could go here, here, or here. So if I double check here, no, here. What about here? check here. You go here, here, or here. If he goes to either of these, if he goes this way, I check with the pawn. Knight comes. Oh, I don't know. This is tough. I think I'm going to go with this plan. It might be wrong. Now, do we check this way? Or do we check this way? This one opens up his rook. I think we'll check this way. Now, I can take this. I can also take this with check. And maybe taking the rook is the right answer here. But wait, let's see. Check here. Check. If I check here, he can push, but then we check with the rook. So here, he can't really block. I think he's going to go back. But I could also just check straight away. Check. Queen takes. Let's flick this in just in case. No, that's not. I think we'll just check. We'll take the rook. Because taking the queen means that he took my queen. And even though I take his knight, he takes my knight. So we would be equal on points. So taking the rook, I get a rook, and he only gets a knight. And now the position is equal again. Okay. I could throw in a check here. Does it do anything? Don't think it does. Maybe going here gets me out of danger, though. We could also just take the pawn. This is not a hard decision. We should just make a move. No, I do want to get my king a little safer than he is. If I could castle this way and not have to worry about this knight and doubling these pawns, I would. But I think castling this way looks more logical. It looks like I can push this pawn and go after this one. Okay, I'm just gonna... Here, if he takes, I take... Now, let's just castle. I'm going to castle. And now my rooks are connected. And my king is not in the open. I just have to be mindful of my time. And now I have this move, hitting the bishop and the pawn. He'll probably drop back to here. Okay, do we just push right now? Or I guess I can go here. This looks pretty solid. But then he has move here and I'm not able to grab this pawn. I think maybe going here. If bishop or rook takes, we'll take this pawn. And then we're hitting this pawn as well. I want to go here, but then this stops. I could also go here and just support this pawn. It is a center pawn, but I think it's fine. I think I'm going to just give it up and go after this one. I've kind of given up on my attack on the king. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should really go after this guy, but I just don't see quite how I can do that at the moment. Maybe I could get on this row, and if the king's here, and try to force some kind of, his pawn wouldn't be able to take us because of the pin. But his queen's a very good defender there, so I don't think I'm getting in here yet. Maybe I should have done a rook lift or something. But let's not look at the past. Somebody in my last video said that. They said I spend too much time looking on the past. I need to look forwards. Okay, take this pawn. Take this pawn. Trade. We're trading down. If I don't trade down, then I just lose this pawn because it's attacked 3 times. If I take here, he takes my queen. So I think I have to take here. He's got the double bishops. They're very powerful. And he's allowed me to keep my queen, which I'm very happy to see. Might be able to push this. Here, let's say he goes here. Check, he can go here. Maybe we need our other pieces involved. Down to a minute. This might have been a blunder, actually. He's got this move. Oops. This was a blunder. No. I just blundered. What do I do after this? And this is a double attack. Dang it. Oh, dear. It's the time again, lads. It's the time. Just gets to me. Okay, I have this. Maybe. Maybe there's still some hope. I just gotta move quick. I was completely winning this game until I did that. He's low on time too. He's only got a minute. So hopefully he can muck up as well. Let's try to just make sensible moves. Get our rooks into the center. He's looking at this. He's offering a draw. I'm gonna try play for a something. Oh gosh, okay. I will take a draw, bro. Oh dear. Maybe we can just blitz out some moves here. He's got 7 seconds. Okay. If I win this, it's not really right, is it? Now it's a draw. Maybe. Come on, give me the draw. Oh, no, this isn't right. I should really resign, shouldn't I? I really should resign. That's not right of me. Yeah, but I didn't. I don't know. Maybe you guys in the comments, let me know what you think. Should I not have drawn that? Is it okay? Is it wrong to use the clock as a weapon? Maybe it is. I feel kind of bad. He did offer a draw earlier though, so I could have just accepted it. Let me just check a review here. The bishop sack was brilliant. I'm very happy to see that. We were completely winning up until this point. Now it's saying that this is a mess. I'm not entirely sure why. Is this the better move? Why is this better? He goes back here. Then we have e4. g8. And then we pick up the queen. Lads, I didn't even see that when I took this, he could just capture. Like, I must be blind. Anyway, we did have another opportunity here as well to win the game. And I think all it is, it's quite simple. Maybe it's just a check here. The engine's moving back and saying maybe it isn't. But, you know, if he blocks, we have this, and then we can take here, and then we take this. And we're just up a piece. You guys probably all laughing because in the game, I just like, oh, this is a blunder. But in the analysis, it says it's a great move. And it's because of after he forks my 2 pieces, instead of moving my queen back like I did in the game, I could have just put the knight here on f6. He can't take me with his pawn because he's pinned. So he has to take me with the queen. If he takes me with the queen, then I pick up the rook. So I'm actually doing pretty well here. If he moves his king over, then we just take the rook. He can't recapture with the queen because he's pinned. And he probably doesn't want to trade off because if he trades off, I mean, look, I have 2 rooks. He's got 2 bishops. So I'm definitely winning this. But he could, instead of taking the queen, he could just take right here. But this position looks pretty good for me. Even after the trades here. 2 rooks against 3 minor pieces. The rooks are going to always be slightly better. I missed so many tactics in this game. Even up at the back here. This is a drawn position. The position's drawn because I can go pawn here. I could have played this, and he can't block me. And going here, you know, I get the queen. Wow, I could have just, guys, unbelievable. Hope you guys enjoyed this game. I played with a 73.4, and my opponent played with a 76. Hit the like, share it with your friends. See you guys tomorrow.